Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's Cubezella, but you can call me Zella. We're back at it here with another Tuesdays Thursday throwback video. This is a Urbz Sims in the City for the Nintendo DS. I tongue-tied right there. Jeez. And this is a build that is almost like a completely redone build, but it's pretty much a recreation with more. This one is really fun, but before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really shows me that you guys like this type of content and really helps me, in those days when I'm tired and stuff. It just helps me give that push to keep going, which, believe it or not, I really need a lot because I am a full-time working woman and I work a lot. This is a whole nother part-time job that I do outside. So yeah, I could use the help. The build that we're working on is there's two coffee shops in the Urbz Sims in the City. One of them is in that Market Square area. It was the Cafe Z Batch. We've already done that. But this is the other one. This one is in Glasstown. It's just called Coffee Shop. Nothing special. And I made this one. This one was kind of a little bit more eloquent, a little bit, a little prettier. So again, though, I turned it into an internet cafe. It's literally just coffee shop. That's it. It's not Glasstown, just coffee shop. And it's very cute. So, I'm working around trying to make things look good. Again, the way that they have the PCs mixed in to the walls is not something we have anymore, but I think I did a really good job. I did mess around with things. I ended up putting this in Windenburg, kind of in that front town area, and I made it look amazing. I looked up to see what Windenburg was modeled after, and hold on, I'm gonna double check because before I say the wrong place. But yeah, where was The Sims 4 Windenburg modeled after? I looked it up. And before I did build everything, I swear. And it's saying that it's European architecture in Germany and Denmark area. And I came across, I think it was black water or black something stone. It was this gorgeous photo I seen on Pinterest, and it had a clock tower and everything. And I was like, you know what? I think, because it's just a small coffee shop, and I could have done if someone owned it. I just didn't want to do that. I was like, I think I'm just gonna make this kind of internet cafe coffee shop, and then have this clock tower and just make it very, very pretty. Add some color, because if you see in Windenburg, everything is black and white. It's all black and white. And I mean, to be fair, the buildings around it is also black and white, but it's just kind of stale. So I was like, okay, we'll add some color here, we'll make it look good. It looks a little messy until you start really seeing the picture, but it is gorgeous. And I really, really am a fan of how it ended up turning out. It was, I don't know, I like it. I do have a separate room. Honestly, if you wanted someone to own this, you could knock down that room from what it was and make it a small little apartment, a little studio. If you really wanted to, you could have someone own this. To each their own, these builds could be changed. Wow, I really struggled there. I thought I would have cut that out, but I guess I forgot to. We struggle with the tower going back and forth. My bad. And yeah, the tower looks good. Gotta make that little clock thingy bigger. Honestly, the way that this is also built on, it's kind of hard zooming it, because it'll just keep zooming in and out. But yeah, now we're adding that brick with that wood paneling, just to kind of get the vibe of that clock tower. And again, I am happy with it. I hope you guys like this. I thought it was just so fun having this clock tower, but you could enter underneath the clock tower into the area, and then there will be a bistro area outside. And you'll see it come together. It's gonna be gorgeous. I did use the Sims 4 bistro kit as well for this, just for the windows and the doors and stuff. Honestly, I've been getting a lot of use out of that. I do have to do a review still. At the time of recording this audio part, I have not done the bistro kit review, but it's on my list to do because I do really like it. So yeah, it's a nice kit, and it does help make all those kind of what do we call them, community areas look really good. Also, again, I guess now that Adventure Waits is out, every build that I make that is a community lot can be elevated more once you do get that pack. I believe you can like pick who works there and like their outfit. I think I don't have the game that like expansion yet, sorry, but I do know like in that one room I made like a knitting area. Again, you guys can change that out to anything. I might too later. That's just what I wanted to put in it for now, until I figured out something else. And I don't know, knitting just gave me like grandma vibes for like Windenburg. It fit. I don't know, but yeah. Once you get that pack, I think you can really, be like, maybe there's a knitting class at like 3 p.m. And because this is an internet cafe, everyone rushes and like loafs around the like the bar area where you get your food. For some reason, they do this on all cafes, but there is seating areas, and I wish they would sit more. I'm not gonna lie, but if you have adventure weights, you can also like have it so that they will play or like play on the PC, like go on the internet and stuff. Kind of like the same thing I said for Cafe Z Badge. I was like, yeah, you can make it like a gaming cafe if you have adventure weights by like telling them that they can game there as well, so the Sims will also game and not just drink coffee, and wait by the counter, because it's really annoying when they do that because it overcrowds that one little area, and it's a huge area. Like there's some tables. There's only a couple. Well, no, there's like a couple inside, and then there's like obviously a couple of like PCs, and then there is the exterior area that you'll see very soon, of like some tables outside as well. So there is enough areas for people to walk around and go around in. They don't. So yeah, I've uploaded this to the gallery with 2 different names. I'll post them both in the comments section or the description. I think one is like Glasstown Coffee Shop, like Urbz or Urbz Coffee Shop, something like that. And then I believe I'll show you at the end of the video too. Probably I'll just look it up when I do the showcase. But and then I think the other one is like Windenburg Coffee Shop or Cafe or something like that, because it is made in Windenburg with the aesthetic of Windenburg. So I wanted people to be able to find this even if they weren't looking for the Urbz. So yeah, I uploaded it twice, and we're just making the exterior look good. I like how everything did turn out. I would have liked a different fence. We'll get into that in a second. There wasn't like a double fence, and I wanted that for this. Like, yeah, there was only that one little one. I wanted the double fence. You can't see it because I cut it out, but there was like a double fence, but it was like for a different one. And also, I wish I would have kept that one flooring. This one, it was there for a second. But I guess I'm happy with the way it turned out anyways. This one looks a little bit older, and that's probably why I didn't choose to keep that. I would have even done the cats and dog one. I don't know. That one also looked really good, but this is, I guess, the one that we end up going with anyways. It looks good too, don't get me wrong, but I think I would have changed that. Yeah. Sometimes, like, while I'm, like, going over these builds, I'm like, oh, I would have done that instead, actually. Like, or that looked better. So I do change some of my builds after the fact. I will not lie about that. That is something that does happen quite often, actually. So it is what it is. And yeah. Also, this pattern, I like it, but it is pretty loud. So we do come in and like kind of break up how loud the pattern is soon with another color. And it's just, I couldn't get that right color, and I didn't want the whole place to have this paneling. And yeah, I was trying to do my best, but yeah, the paneling didn't look good whole, the flowers didn't look good whole, so we're gonna mix it up with the 2 different colors, and it will look good. And I'm trying to get like that little like flower bush that we had by the staircase, and there was a good option, but I think we ended up like switching it out later. Like we pick one, and I'm like, it is a nice option. It's from, I think that's from the Business and Hobbies one. It looks good, but we do switch it out. I know that. At least I think we switch them all out. Unless it's just that one stays. I don't know. I can't tell you until later when we see it. But yeah, I'm really proud of this build. And almost all my Urbz ones, I'm like, oh, that looks so good. That looks just like, the game, but like in The Sims 4. And it makes me really happy. I think I said this in my last voiceover, But I haven't really been able to actually play with The Sims after all I did all these builds. But the only time I'm on The Sims is like to tweak the save file and like, you know, make these builds and stuff, or like showcase. I haven't really had a chance to like sit down and play life in The Sims 4, which is like such a shame because I added all this in and you would think that this would be an amazing thing. I also just found out I may or may not have to like remake my whole save file. Thankfully I didn't put too much effort in, but I had the black picture thing and it is still corrupting my black pictures, so I think I need to create another save file to see if the black pictures is gonna continue. I do need to test it to make sure though that like it's not gonna like screw up on us. So I also figured out what I want to do for the next build in the Sims 4, and it's actually not gonna be an Urbz thing. I do have like Urbz stuff I want to do, but the next build that I want to do in the Sims 4 is actually gonna be Willow Creek build, which is jumping the gun, but I kind of need to add a studio build really badly, so I'm gonna do that, and I guess it'll be part of the Urbz collection. Trying to like actually, since I'm doing the new save file, I'm actually gonna keep some of the buildings that you see me already place in the save file out. I know that kind of sounds like but I think I'm gonna keep the Sims 2 stuff for later. Yeah, because I don't think we don't even have Dudley yet, so I'll wait till we get Dudley for the other trailer park with our favorites. And yeah, I don't know, because like Sims Busting Out's a far way away, so I think I'm just gonna do that. But I think there's certain builds that I will put in, but certain ones I'm not going to, because we're still trying to figure out like what's the vibe of like this save file. It originally started where I'm going to do cool builds, but now I'm doing like a lot of recreations. So I don't really know what's going to happen just yet. I did make some cool ones and I am happy with them, but some of them, I don't know. I am going to put certain builds that do like matter to certain things in later, but just not yet. And like things might change as well. I think what I'm going to do is like when I do upload saves, I'll do like the uploaded versions, but I'll always keep the older save like accessible for people. I'm trying to figure out how I want to like make a website or like a Patreon with all them. And I want to do like a little thing that tells you like what is in it, like that is Urbz or whatever inspired. I'm just trying to figure out how to do that still, because obviously we're going to have all the Urbz, and then I'm going to grow the you know, connections with those Urbz and the clubs and all that kind of stuff. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to do all that stuff. But once I do figure that out, I'm going to obviously do that. But I think I'll just keep certain saves so people can like just play with Urbz in the base game if they want to, if that makes any sense. But yeah, no, I'm having a good time so far. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been a little stressful, obviously, trying to get everything done the way I want it to be, but I don't know. I've been having fun. There's certain builds that I'm going to be building on the channel that are not going to go into the save file. I should mention that right now. For instance, when you think about the Urbz game, think about like the university, and then you have like the, what is that called? There's like the newspaper place, and then the, I don't know, like the clinic or the hospital. I'm going to build all that, but that's not going to be anywhere in the save file because like they're not going to be usable. Like I can't have a clinic or like the hospital be used. I can have it for display, but I'm not going to do that. And then I could obviously have like the university be used, but I'm obviously not going to do that. So, yeah, I mean, I could make the two people live together, but I'm not going to do that either. It's just, there's no reason. Now, I could make Maximus have a house at some point with, like, a clinic underneath. That is a possibility, but I just don't know if that's going to be a vibe. I've thought, like, I thought about it. I'm still going to think about it for a while. I also thought the Bayou house was not going to be a thing. And then I built it and I was like, oh, this is great. So I'm going to build it all together for, like, the sake of, like, being legit. But I'm also going to, as I go, you know, like, change up some other stuff. So we'll see how everything works itself out. But yeah, no, I'm loving everything so far that I have built. I'm still struggling on King Tower. That one is we got lots of time still with the Urbz, the Sims 4 builds, and people and all that kind of stuff. Still working on the save file of the Urbz. It's going to be so fun. We're finally kind of like getting the vibe of this build going on in the game right now. I think it's lovely. And I'm very happy with the way that the tones have all like come together. And it just looks really good in my opinion too. And I love that. So I think it's going to be a nice space in my opinion. I don't know. Like, I'm also playing like the older kind of computers because like in this game it has like the old like technology. So I was like, yeah, we can just like use some old technology. I think I'm using one of the writer ones here. No, I think I got rid of that to go for like a different one. Yeah. It's a little bit more modern because Glasstown was a little bit more modern. I think in the old one we put the no, I think we put gaming PCs in that one. I can't remember. In Cafe Z-Bash? I think. I'm not sure. We heavily use business and hobbies like in this. So yeah. Also, give me 1 second. At the time of filming all these videos and doing the voiceovers, they are still doing work on the exterior of my apartment. It has been running so much longer than it was supposed to. This has been like 4.5 months now. This is why I also told you guys, hey, streams and videos are going to be a little bit complicated because sometimes I have to stop. Thankfully, they're just doing small bursts, so I was able to just pause for like a minute and then come back. I only have like not even like 7 more minutes of this voiceover to do before I head over and show you guys the build in the game. So hopefully they don't make too much more noise because I'm almost done all the voice recording I have to do today. We'll see. But yeah, no, I love this build. This build turned out really nice. I can't wait to like come to it like as, you know, a Sims player of gameplay at some point. I will have to. I think like right now I have the old save file and I'll probably play that like maybe not as a forever save, but we'll see. Because I do want to play with some of these characters. And I love said characters. I mean, who doesn't love like playing with like these characters from these games that like were your childhood? And yeah, like I mean there's certain places that were good. Obviously some of the builds are inspired. Like the Exizzle Club is also like Exizzle Factory, and I made it like a home for some of the people. Like obviously that's a little bit more of an inspired build. It would have been boring if I like made it to the T. I try my very best, but certain ones I'm just like, it's gonna be a little inspired. And that one's actually in Moonwind Mill. So I'm also working on Moonwind Mill save file part as well, which will be also added at some point. I think right now I'm just focusing on the Urbz, and then I'll add the Moonwood Mill separately. So I do have, you know, quite a bit of work ahead of me on top of like all the building and editing I have to do because I want to figure out how to like make everything look good for you guys and just tweak some things. But yeah, I'm very happy with my save files so far and everything I'm doing for it. So, and see how much this has come together. This looks amazing in Windenburg. It's like on that one little corner lot. And I like tried to match it with the stone as much as I can. I made sure the lighting looked good. We have the little coffee shop signs. And you know what? Windenburg, the DLC, so Get Together, isn't actually that bad. Believe it or not, for it being, I think, the second expansion pack ever, the items have held up pretty decently, and I use them quite often. To be fair, I also use Get to Work. The retail shops itself is amazing. Like, some of the items kind of suck, but the retail shops and everything that is to do with the retail shops are perfect. So I use Get to Work all the time. I know there's been talks about, oh, they might be remastering the game like with a whole new engine, and they might not put all the packs in, like Get to Work is too old. I'm like, whoa. Like, that's where my retail stores are. And yeah, there is business and hobbies, but I can't sell everything, and I play with business and hobbies often. I have all these items. If they were to remaster the game, I want every single pack being back in it. I'm not buying a new base game, and I'm not rebuying any of my old packs, but I'm not rebuying my base game if I can't have all the things that I've been playing in my game for 10 years in it. So I expect, I don't care if they slowly release it after, always save your game. I let that in to let you guys know, always save your game. Got it? Got it. Okay. But yeah, no, like, I hope that if they're gonna remaster things or like redo the base game engine, that they maybe take a look at some of the old ones and like zhuzh up the textures. I would love that. Because like the base game old hairs, oh my god, they look like crap. I'm just saying, they look so bad. They're not like the textures of the new things. They don't match. And like they're actually like kind of nice in the sense of like the vibe. They just need to be retextured to match the current state of the game. Like I wouldn't say it's the current Maxis match. It's very like old graphics, not in trend of everything. So yeah, this is where I'm telling you that we add like the little like knitting area where I guess you could like host a little class if you want to. And it is like, again, the business and hobbies board. I thought that would be nice. I needed something to go up on there. Again, I could have made it like a small studio apartment where people could have lived. There is enough space for that, honestly, for a studio apartment. So if you want a sim to own this, go for it. I mean, obviously everyone that shows up will be able to see your apartment, but go for it. Go for it. Do whatever you want with this space. This is an extra space that you can do any kind of class. It could be a cooking class if you want, or a baking class. Obviously, you would need more space for a baking class or cooking class, but it could be a writing class. That would be great. So yeah, no, we're still trying along on the Urbz stuff, and I have already started pre-recording some of the Sims 2 for the Nintendo DS because it runs on a real-life 24-hour clock. So I kind of had to start, production of the episodes, at least filming-wise, early, because I can't just sit and, like, bop out 3 episodes in one day. I need time to pass in real life. So I started doing that. And now I'm kind of getting excited to make some of the Sims, especially when I know I'm going to add them to my save file. I know, like, a couple of them are going to be living in Oasis Springs, and we have been working on Oasis Springs. So we're about to like transition to me showing you the build up and close and personal. Let me get this out of my mouth really quick. I've been working on Oasis Springs, Moonwind Mill, and all the Urbz, and tweaking a little bit of Strangerville. That's what I've been working on when it comes down to the save file. But obviously Urbz is first, then it would be Moonwind Mill, then it's Strangerville, and Willow Creek's kind of getting a little love too. But yeah, anyways, let's showcase the build after the fact of this little speed, and I'll show you up and close and personal. I hope you guys like it because it's really cute, and I can't wait to bring our Sims here. Let me know everything. It's so cute. Also, there's probably a pastry in the ground somewhere. I would not be shocked. Let's show it. Okay, so I have 2 postings in the gallery for it. We have the Urbz Inspired Cafe, and then INT for internet. And then we have the listing for Windenburg Coffee Shop. They are the exact same thing. Let me place it and I will show you guys. So like I said, it kind of matches, kind of doesn't, but it's so cute. So this is the lot in all of its glory. She looks amazing. I'm very, very proud of her. Very, very, very proud of her. Okay, the drilling is continuing. Give me a second. We love the drilling outside. It's a construction zone on my building for the last few months, okay? So we have the exterior out here. We got some beautiful little lighting and 3 tables. And obviously, everything here for people. You come in through this little area here, which is like under the clock tower. And you have, the open doors into the cafe. And like, look at this. It looks amazing, I might say. You come over here, you got the like kind of the older school-ish computers, and you have like the little like cafe area right here, and you got some treats back here. We need to go back here. Yeah, I think your sink and your coffee area, some extra mugs and all that kind of stuff, and all your utilities that you probably need. Don't want to forget about that fire prevention. Nuh-uh. Come out here back in this area, and you do have another little nook for that, but also the bathrooms, which is gorgeous. It's a very nice little bathroom area. I do like her very much. She's adorable. And then if we go up, this will be the other area that kind of just goes up there. You can come here. There's more tables, more computers, a little like bulletin board area, and just the plants and stuff. And then this is like your little craft lesson room. Again, you can change it to whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be knitting, but for me, it is. And you have this gorgeous clock tower that I told you guys about. Again, this is kind of like the footprint. It's not bad. I love it. Let me know what you guys think of this. Again, of course I love it. It's my build. I'm very happy with it. I hope you guys love it like I do. And I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know if you guys liked the little like boom I added to this coffee shop, because I think it looks good. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Bye.